Sweet. So, Jack, bro, how long have we been working together now?
Since end of May last year.
End of May last year. And when we first started working together, give me a bit of actually, first of all, just tell me like where you were at before we started working together. Like, what were you doing? How long have you been running your business for? And then where were you at when we actually started working together?
Probably started running it for like 6 months or so beforehand. I think. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 4, 6 months. I was doing like the every job every now and then, doing like mum's car and mum's friend's car, and just like I don't know, had no sense to actually find customers. And then all of a sudden, like looking on the internet, and like, oh, so there's a way I can just like it's like a cheat sheet to find customers. And then I found you, and then looked at all your stuff. I'm like, oh, give this guy a go, and probably the best thing I ever did. So.
Epic. So give me a rundown on like numbers. Like, what were you doing before we worked together?
Um,
How many cars in a month? And then what was the most revenue you made in a month before you joined?
Oh, probably like cars would have been like, I don't know, not even, yeah, maybe
Okay.
4 cars, and revenue would have been like, I don't know, maybe like 2 grand, 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
small.
Yeah. And like, where were those customers coming from?
Oh, just like haggling like friends and family and relatives to do it, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
the
Were you
buck
w
to
were
make.
you working another job as well?
Yeah, I mean, I worked in a little restaurant for like while I was in school, because I only finished school not last year, before,
Yeah.
and then I worked at Super Cheap as well, just like, I don't know, bit of cash. I was going to go to uni. I didn't want to go to uni because I wanted to do my own thing. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh, I want to do my own thing, but this is actually harder than it seems. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
easier. So yeah.
for sure. And then you joined the academy. Give me like a bit of an overview of like the journey going through the academy. Like what do you think what do you think was like the most beneficial thing from working with myself, being inside the academy?
I guess just like, I don't know, if when I joined AutoClean, it was like, I guess it's like the idea of like, I don't know, it felt like I was actually running a business, not just like a, message a friend and try and get a job. It was like obviously setting up all these systems and having these sent out, and like all of a sudden I felt like I was doing it properly for once. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the coolest thing to start.
Yeah, for sure. Like not just like operating as a side hustle, washing a few family and friends'
Yeah.
cars.
Just having like, oh yeah, having automations in place, and I don't know, having systems. I don't know, just felt like I was actually doing it properly. I'm like, okay, well, this is cool. So
Yeah, for sure.
definitely.
We can kind of dive into that a little bit, but I want to ask, like you mentioned earlier, your biggest month. What was it?
I think in August I did around 22.
22K. That is solid. So how many months after joining the program? That's only like June, July. Well, that's like 3 months after joining the academy. You got to 22K.
Yeah, I think so. Once I learned how to obviously sell the high ticket services, then yeah.
Yep, yep. Damn, bro, that's epic, man. So how did that feel? Like,
I mean, it's pretty crazy considering I was doing like a day's work for $100, and then sometimes I'd have one guy help me, and I'd do a day's work for like 3 grand. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So dramatically increase your average order value, increase the
yeah.
amount of
I
customers
just
coming in.
look back now and I'm like, I don't even know why I was doing what I was doing. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, most people don't because you step into this world of business and there's just so many variables and it's like becomes overwhelming and then you don't know what you don't know. And it's like, should I do this? Should I do this? There's so much contradicting information out there as well. So
yeah,
it's really cool to see you put it into practice. And then only 3 months after joining, 3, 4 months, you hit over 20K in a single month. So man, that's impressive. Now, based on so you got a full-time employee now?
yeah. Well, actually, he's sadly just left, but I've got another one on the way. Hopefully,
Okay.
he should be pretty good. So
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I did have one full time, but yeah, he just had to move away. So
Yeah.
got a little.
What are the main services that you're offering at the moment?
Well, mostly now I'm just kind of like corrections and coatings is the biggest thing I do now. I've
Yeah.
like steered a little bit away from interior and exterior detail. Obviously, I still do them definitely, but
Yeah.
obviously the high ticket stuff I definitely push them more, and that's what I kind of target now. So that's what I try and mostly do with my week.
Yeah. 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 Well, higher profit margins, bigger ticket jobs, don't have to do as many.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like almost sometimes it's almost less hours and better work for half the money. So why
Yeah.
not?
What do you think to someone that's like, skeptical about increasing their prices, thinking that, oh, if I increase my prices, customers aren't going to want to pay me that sort of money. Because I get this all the time, like, oh, I don't, like, it's just not in my area. People don't want to pay more in my area. What do you say to something like that?
My advice is, I think don't like when I first started, I had cheap prices. I think don't be scared to raise them. As if you know you're good at sales and you obviously learn the stuff that's in the academy and you can sell why you charge that much. I don't think it matters what you charge.
Yeah, exactly. People will be willing to pay if you can communicate the value.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yeah, yeah. What do you think is the biggest contributing factor to getting to a 20K month?
Uh, it's hard to say. I think just obviously, yeah, obviously advertising and like getting clients in. I guess just converting them, always calling them up, and just
Yeah, having a system, having a proper
yeah,
system,
having a system, not
lead
being
generation system, conversion system,
yeah,
being able to
all
track.
they're all like as important, like all as important as one another. Like
Yeah,
if you bring them in, but you can't convert them, or you can convert them, but there's no leads to convert, then what do you
yeah,
do?
yeah, 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 yeah.
You need both. So
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
yeah.
Um, what's changed for you, like, personally, now that you're running a successful business, there's a lot of other potential opportunities in the horizon, like, what do you think has changed for you personally?
Um, I don't know. I've recently just started another little chain to what I already do. So
Yeah,
I feel like if I didn't know how to do any of these things I do now, I would never have thought to try something else because I'd be stuck still on the first one. So now
yeah,
that everything runs, I feel like it's not that hard to try and start another little chain. So I
yeah.
feel that's the thing. I don't know. It's definitely. I mean, I'm earning a lot more money than I would at any other just basic job. So
Yeah, 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 for sure.
definitely better.
So good, man. Awesome, Jack. And to anyone that's, like, considering jumping onto the academy, working with myself, what would you say?
I'd say if you want to make like 2 or 3 grand a month, just keep doing what you're doing. Or if you want to go to like 20, 30, it's like just call Aaron.
Yeah, for sure.
Text you on Instagram and get on a call. Get it done.
Let's go. Alright, Jack, appreciate you, man.
All good.